Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the City of Madeira Beach Board of Commissioners regular meeting. Today is April 8th, and the time is 6 p.m. Commissioner Hodges, would you lead us in this evening's invocation?
Our Heavenly Father, we come humbly before you to ask your divine guidance and help in our deliberations this evening. Bless the members of this commission and the citizens that are present at this meeting. We pray that our work this evening will find favor in your sight. Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Vice Mayor Lister,
Here.
Commissioner Hodges,
Here.
Commissioner Poe,
Here.
Commissioner Shantz,
Here.
Mayor Palladino.
Here. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the provided minutes.
I so move, Mr. Mayor.
A second.
Motion's made and seconded. Is there any discussion on the provided minutes? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Vice Mayor Lister,
Yes.
Commissioner Hodges,
Yes.
Commissioner Poe,
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz,
Yes.
Mayor Palladino.
Yes. Before I ask for a motion to approve the agenda, I would ask the commission if it's okay if we remove item 6, the consent agenda, to have it referred to the next workshop. And also, I just wanted to make a correction under new business, under item 3, Joan Kennedy is actually the commissioner for the city of Indian Rocks, not the town of Bel Air Beach. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion.
I make the motion to approve the consent agenda.
The entire agenda?
Is that what we're doing?
No, yeah, I just asked for number 6 to be referred
Oh,
from the
okay,
consent
then I'll make the
agenda.
motion to refer it to the next workshop.
I'll second, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, a motion's been made to approve the agenda, the amended agenda, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I've got a second. Is there any discussion amongst the commission?
We need to be
Yes.
retrained.
She accepted that.
Yeah, she accepted your explanation of it, even though it wasn't exactly worded that way. When she nodded, she said yes. So we're good with it. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney.
We need to be retrained.
Tom, it's nice to see you this evening.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Was there a second?
Yes, Commissioner Shantz.
Vice Mayor Lister,
Yes.
Commissioner Hodges,
Yes.
Commissioner Poe,
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz,
Yes.
Mayor Palladino.
Yes. Fire Chief Darrell O'Neill. We have a presentation to make this evening?
We do, sir. Which one would you like to start with?
Start with
Our new
Boyd. McCoy, raise your right hand. You, Carl James McCoy, promise and swear as a member of the Deer Beach Fire Department that you will commit to a service that promotes the health, welfare, and safety of all who reside, work in, or visit our area by using safe and effective methods to reduce the loss of life and property through emergency medical services, education, fire prevention, marine operations, and suppression, and shall serve the public with courtesy and respect, holding dedication to duty about personal comfort and convenience whenever your skills and talents are needed. Our Chief O'Neill, would you please stand? Our new firefighter. Ladies and gentlemen, my honor to introduce to you firefighter, paramedic for the city of Madeira Beach, Carl James McCoy. Fire Chief Darrell O'Neill, we have another presentation to make, don't we?
We do, Mayor. Every year I'm asked by this commission and by several civic associations in our community to name one person as the firefighter of the year for the city of Madeira Beach. With so many outstanding firefighters that we do have working for this city, it's difficult to select one person. So I usually solicit the input from the firefighters themselves. This year, the nominations come back overwhelmingly with one person. Someone who is willing to take on additional tasks and duties, always willing to step up and assist, whether the request for service comes from his fire chief, his fellow firefighters, or from a citizen of the community. Rumor has it he also volunteered to be the next EMS coordinator for the city of Madeira Beach. Mayor, Commissioners, I'd like to present to you this year's Firefighter of the Year, firefighter paramedic Andrew Childers. Would you like to make a speech? This is your opportunity, brother. This was a complete surprise to Andrew. I actually got a hold of his girlfriend and got a hold of the family. So he didn't know anything was going on until they walked in tonight. So, nice surprise.
Thank you, Chief. And as the firefighters leave, and I would like to also announce that the nomination for the VFW Gold Medal of the Year Award for the policing is our own Deputy Lawson, who is actually not with us right now, and we will do a presentation for him. He is actually right now serving our country. He's on, I think he's out till, what, next week?
Week after. 2 more weeks. He's over in San Antonio.
But also, congratulations to Deputy Lawson, and we look forward to seeing him and making his presentation. Next, public comment. This section is reserved for public comments on matters or concern pertaining to city business and which are not on the agenda. Public comment is limited to 3 minutes. Would anybody like to speak this evening? Yes, sir.
Warren Keenan, 256 and 258 144th Avenue. I just had a couple of requests, suggestions from the city. The first one was request free boat launching at the municipal marina for Madeira Beach parking permit holders. Most of the people who have boats here live on the water. The number of us who use the boat ramp is very small. At their current rate of $10 per launch, it get pretty spendy pretty quick for us. I know several of us use the ramp in Treasure Island because of this. Because it's free, very close to John's Pass. We had free access or reduced access. Marina, like to stay in here again. Ask you that first. It would have to be price. Second thing, to make up for some of that cost, motorcycle parking spots at our city parks. Take one automobile parking spot and park 4 motorcycles in the spot. Same parking rate as the automobile split. That parking spot would then make 4 times what it was making. Did that in every park and then John's Pass, it could add up to revenue for us.
Sir, not to interrupt you, can you speak into the mic?
Yeah.
So people at
Is
home
it
can
on?
hear you? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Another suggestion was for the Johns Pass Bridge. Whenever I'm down there, I see people looking at it, they're taking pictures of it. They love when it opens. It's a good-looking bridge. Could we possibly put some colored LED lights on the bridge to dress it up, make it look better at night? Also, the possibility of putting, when I was in Paris, the Eiffel Tower every hour lights up with sparkly, twinkly lights, and it's very impressive. possibly do something like that, so when the bridge is at its full open position, it would light up for 30 seconds or a minute or whatever. These lights would be seen, you could see them well over 12 miles out in the Gulf. Everybody would look, everybody would take pictures. When they show those pictures back home, it's going to put John's Pass in people's mind, and they're going to be more likely to come to Madeira because it's beautiful and a nice place to be. I've heard a few of the residents on my street up in arms about the cars speeding by whenever we do get flooding. We haven't had any serious floods since I've been here in the past year, but they get irritated saying that people throw a wake up into their house. Several of them have talked about fist fights. Could we post on the public streets a flood time or flood area speed limit when a certain percentage of the road is covered with water? Then that speed limit would kick in. Similar to a school zone, but it would be up to the driver to notice that, hey, there's a giant puddle or I can't see the road, and slow down a bit as a courtesy to the residents of their houses. And my final thing I wanted to address is I know we're going to be repaving the roads here. We've started already. The road in front of my house has at least 4 layers of asphalt on it. It's 4 inches higher than it was before. This blocks a lot of the water from running to the storm drain, and it goes up into the yard, creeps up into the yard, and the road will still be high and dry. And if the road was at its original level without 4 or 5 inches of asphalt, the water would be able to cross and go into the storm drain. So I felt it was very important when they're doing these resurfacings, we don't just stack another layer on top. Go ahead and if we need to, remove some layers, and maybe even start over at the bedrock on the bed layer of shell, whatever the asphalt on. And also the Archibald Park looks great. Good job with the coconut palms. They really say tropical paradise. You guys did a great job on that. For the record, the awning should have been Thank you. That's all I have.
Nice.
Thank you.
And Mr. City Manager, the 2, I know that the city can address the far as the parking, and I know I've brought that one to see before about residents in the boat ramp and the motorcycle thing. That's actually new, and that's a great idea. If you could bring that board back towards us. As far as the bridge, that would be something we'd have to address with FDOT because that's controlled by the state. That's a state bridge. So, I mean, it's something we could ask them. Never hurts to ask. Speeding cars and flooding area. I know that the last time when we had the last tropical storm or the storms that we've had when we've had flooding, I know that the deputies are great about putting signs to stop people that coming through that don't live in the area. They have posted up people. I've seen them posted up at 150th before. So to continue doing that, I think it's just to make, and actually, since we have a little more law enforcement, hopefully the next time we'll be able to have a little more law enforcement watching it. And unfortunately, the people running around out here that get on these, they're not residents because what idiot drives throwing water all over their salt water all over their car? I have no idea. But that's definitely a good point to bring that one up. And thank you for the comments on the park. And I'm sure Commissioner Lister will like that blue idea. Kind of bluish red, right? But thank you.
He likes red.
Would anybody else like to make a comment this evening? Okay. Closing public comment. At this time, I will entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
I so move, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion's been made and second. Is there any discussion on the consent agenda? Is there any further discussion? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Vice Mayor Lister,
Yes.
Commissioner Hodges,
Yes.
Commissioner Poe,
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz,
Yes.
Mayor Palladino.
Yes. Unfinished business, none. New business, selection of vice mayor. At this time, I'm going to pass the gavel to the vice mayor. And I would like to make a motion to nominate Nancy Hodges as the vice mayor of the city of Madeira Beach.
I'll second that motion.
So we have a motion and a second on the floor for Nancy Hodges as vice mayor. Discussion from the commission.
I think Commissioner Hodges, in her last 2 years, has done an outstanding job. I think she would make a fantastic vice mayor for 2014, 2015, and I hope the commission sees it the same way.
Absolutely.
Right. Ready to
Thank you
go.
for your confidence. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Any public discussion? Hearing none, City Clerk, would you call for the vote?
Vice Mayor Lister,
Absolutely.
Commissioner Hodges,
Yes.
You get to vote for yourself on this one, too. How about that?
Commissioner Poe,
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz,
Absolutely.
Mayor Palladino.
Yes.
And I will pass the gavel back to the mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
We got a new
Thank you.
gavel.
And congratulations, Madam Vice Mayor.
Thank you.
Next, interlocal agreement for creating the Metropolitan Planning Organization. At this time, I will entertain a motion.
I so move, Mr. Mayor.
A second.
Motion's made and second. Is there any discussion amongst the commission? And after we roll through this, we roll into actually another motion, but is there any further discussion? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Lister,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hodges,
Yes.
Commissioner Poe,
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz,
Yes.
Mayor Palladino.
Yes. Next, presentation by Joan Kennedy of City of Indian Rocks Beach as representing to the Joint Board Pinellas County Metropolitan Planning Organization. And Commissioner Kelly, welcome to the City of Madeira Beach. And I was going to ask you to get up for the first motion on the first part. I'm going to go ahead and let you explain to everybody what's happened over the last several years, because I know we've been waiting on this for a long time for everything to merge.
Okay.
So,
First, I just want to say welcome to the new Vice Mayor, Ms. Hodges, and Vice Mayor Lister. Very happy to meet you. I know Ms. Pat very well, and Commissioner Poe, thank you for having me today. I've served as the representative on the Planning Council since 2010, and at that time, I represented 7 of the beach communities, and what we've been doing since then is the unification of the Metropolitan Planning Organization and also the Planning Council. It's taken all this time to do it, and the Metropolitan Planning Organization does not have a member from the beaches. So what they are giving us now is 1 member. And I came here tonight to kind of talk to you about what I've been involved with on the board and ask for your vote, because I don't represent you, Treasure Island, or St. Pete Beach. I will tell you that Treasure Island did pass a resolution, and they are now have voted for me too, so I'm very excited about that. All of the members that are on the Planning Council who are on the Metropolitan Planning Organization, I've had since 2010 the opportunity to work with them. And besides the unification, we work on transportation, mixed use, which a lot of times people don't realize that the beaches have a lot of mixed-use properties. I have a mixed-use property myself, so I encourage that. I like that for business. I am a business person. I grew up on the beaches, went to school here, and I've been involved with I feel like even though I'm from Indian Rocks Beach, I represent each of the communities to the best of my ability. I love them all. I've seen them all grow. I'm so impressed tonight to be here, to be honest with you. Your commission, you're so positive, and it's just you guys have made such a turnaround that I'm really happy, and I really hope that you will have me as your representative. What I hope to do is, once the 2 organizations are merged, and which will be in April, from time to time I will come and kind of explain how the whole thing is rocking and rolling and what we're doing on there, because I think that I have a big voice, and I think there isn't anybody better to represent the beaches but me. So I really hope that you will, at this time, pass a resolution and support me, because I would love to represent your community with the rest of the beaches. I don't know if there's anything else here.
And Commissioner Kennedy, I know that, like I said, you usually report to the Big C. I know in the
Yes,
past
sir.
that you've been doing that. And you've been working with the PPC and the MPO and the combination of the 2. And just to let the commission a little update on what's going on with this. Say if we pass this resolution, or if we don't pass this resolution, all the resolutions that the cities up and down the beaches are doing on this right now, the members of the Big C will get that, and then once we get the tally of that, then that's who will be representing the beaches for the MPO. So, is there anything else, Ms. Kennedy?
I don't know, is there anything that I can you have any questions for me? I'd be more than happy to answer anything that you have.
How long will they let you serve?
2 years.
Well, sounds like you've been pretty busy, Cookie.
I was in Bel Air Beach last night, and, I mean, I'm always impressed by the beaches. I think the beaches are the best part of this whole county. I mean, I'm sorry, that's who I am, and it's just, we have great cities. And I want to be the voice. When I first got on the planning council, one of the funniest things, I have a planning background a little bit, and they have a board called the Executive Board, and I remember just opening it up and looking, and I thought, all the people that are on the Executive Board, they don't have a beach representative. So I raised my hand and I said, excuse me, is there a reason why there isn't a beach representative on the Executive Board that is actually members of the MPO plus the PPC that do meet? And nobody said anything, and I thought, oh my gosh, I guess I shouldn't have said that. Well, the next meeting, the new mayor from Gulfport said, we didn't say anything, and I think that, Vice Mayor Kennedy should be the representative, because she's right. Why don't we have a representative for the beaches? So since then, I've been on that board since it was the first 6 months that I became a member of the Planning Council. So I have been representing us with the smaller committee, and like I said, if there's ever anything that your city needs for me to know that has to do with transportation or planning or mixed use or building, those are the kinds of things that we do between the Metropolitan Planning Organization and the Planning Council, which will all be one now. So I'm more than happy to come to your city anytime or see any of you, and I hope to represent you to the best of my ability.
Cookie, one last question,
Yes, sir.
just so everybody, how long have you been an elected official up in Indian Rocks?
This time it's, I think it's 6 years, and last time it was 4, so 10.
10 years, outstanding.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. Moving to item 4, Resolution 2014-11. Mr. City Attorney, would you please read by title only?
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Resolution 2014-11, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of Madeira Beach, Florida, recommending appointment of Joanne Kennedy to the Joint Pinellas County Metropolitan Planning Organization and providing an effective date. That was reading of Resolution 2014-11 by title only.
At this time, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make
a motion that we pass Resolution 2014-11.
a second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion amongst the commission? Is there any further discussion? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Lister?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hodges?
Yes.
Commissioner Poe?
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz?
Yes.
Mayor Palladino?
Yes. Cookie, congratulations. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you at the April 23rd Big C. Next, Resolution 2014-09. Mr. City Attorney, please read by title only.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Resolution 2014-09, a resolution of the City of Madeira Beach, Florida, amending the FY 2014 budget by increasing budgeted general fund revenue by $260,000 and providing for an effective date. That was reading of Resolution 2014-09 by title only.
At this time, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to pass Resolution 2014-09.
I'll second, Mr. Mayor.
A motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion amongst the commission?
That's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always a good motion right there. Is there any further discussion? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Lister?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hodges?
Yes.
Commissioner Poe?
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz?
Yes.
Mayor Palladino?
Yes. Next, Resolution 2014-10. Mr. City Attorney, please read by title only.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Resolution 2014-10, a resolution of the City of Madeira Beach, Florida, amending the FY 2014 budget by appropriating expenditures in the amount of $15,000 for building management operating expenditures and providing for an effective date. There was a reading of Resolution 2014-10 by title only.
At this time, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I move that Resolution 2014-10 be adopted.
I second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion amongst the commission? Is there any further discussion? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Lister?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hodges?
Yes.
Commissioner Poe?
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz?
Yes.
Mayor Palladino?
Yes. Next, Resolution 2014-12. Mr. City Attorney, please read by title only.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Resolution 2014-12, a resolution of the City of Madeira Beach, Florida, amending the City of Madeira Beach Fees and Collection Procedures Manual, establishing a fee for citywide records management infrastructure, deleting Article 3, Community Development, Section 1 referring to Pinellas County permit fees, and replacing with renumbered Section 1 reflecting city permit fees, amending Section I-4 to include tent permit fee and fee for additional plan reviews, deleting Section 8 referring to permits from Treasure Island and replacing with rental inspection fee, amending Section M, eliminating verbiage for alcoholic beverage request, deleting Article 4, Finance Department, Section A, referring to contract specification documents, adding a fee for parking ticket delinquency, deleting Article 5, Fire Department, Section A, referring to fire reports, providing for reading by title only, providing for distribution, and providing for an effective date. That was reading of Resolution 2014-12 by title only. I will tell you that there is one suggested change that has been brought up by the city clerk, and she's going to read that change to you, and it's based upon a pending bill relative to charges related to provision of public records. And so you want to go ahead and read that then into the record?
Yes, under the city clerk's office for research assistance, transcription, and records for extensive research. Since the bill is pending, we're not sure what the statute's going to allow for how much we can charge, so we want it to read at the cost allowed for per Florida statute.
119.07.
119.
It currently says a fee of $10 per hour per city employee. So we just want to make it, whatever the state statute says, that's what we are going to adopt. Otherwise, if you adopt something now, we're going to have to come back here and do this over again more than likely. So this is just a way to handle that particular issue. So other than that, the Fees and Collection Procedures Manual is as it has been presented to you in your agenda package.
At this
So,
time,
Mr.
entertain a
Mayor, I
motion.
make a motion that we pass Resolution 2014-12, amending the city clerk's office to reflect State Statute 119.07 when it passes, if it passes.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there any discussion amongst the commission? Is there any further discussion? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Lister?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hodges?
Yes.
Commissioner Poe?
Yes.
Commissioner Shantz?
Yes.
Mayor Palladino?
Yes. All right, reports and correspondences. Does any commissioners have any reports or correspondence?
I do. I know you guys remember about 8 months ago, Deputy Luckett does, we were all trying to get our waterways cleaned up. We finally made some progress with Clearwater. They actually assigned us a few people, but now we have some more news. We have two bills that are moving through the House right now. One of them will give us the law enforcement agencies to relocate derelict vessels. The other bill will exempt them from any liability due to damage to the vessel. So if we get those two bills through, which they're pretty much through, we'll have some more teeth to take care of the derelict boats that we have in our bays.
Or, Commissioner, are they in the House or the Senate right now?
They're in the, Senate's already passed. We're going
Okay.
back to the House now.
All right, what House bill is that? You have that?
Absolutely, 1363. The Senate bill's 1594.
I'm sorry, Senate bill once again?
1594. You want a copy of the bills?
That would be awesome if you could give them to the city clerk and she'll go ahead
I
and
can
do it
do
the
that
right
for
way.
you.
Thank you. All right, any other commissioner? Mr. City Attorney?
I'm glad to be back. I like the meetings on regularly scheduled times. If we could do that, it'd be great, because I love to be here. Thank you for all the hellos again. So, but other than that, I don't have anything. Thank you.
All right, we've missed you too, Tom.
Thanks.
Mr. City Manager?
Mr. Mayor, I gave my report at the previous meeting. I have nothing further.
Madam City Clerk? All right. Seeing no further business, this meeting is adjourned at 6:29.